What's up, movie crew? Today I am going to show off a part of my collection. I was looking through some of the stuff that I had that was easily accessible because my collection is in so many different places right now. I decided to go with the master of suspense himself, Alfred Hitchcock. Now, I want to point out that yes, Hitchcock is one of the most influential directors ever. I also want to point out there's a lot of stuff here. I have a fair amount. But this is someone with a filmography so vast, some of these movies have yet to even be released in physical media because some of them are believed to be lost. But I do have some Criterions, two Kino Lorbers, a Paramount Presents, some Steelbooks, and a nice little box set. But I'm going to go on ahead and show off two movies first that aren't exactly Hitchcock, but they are. And that is the movie Hitchcock with Anthony Hopkins and The Interview. I've got to say, given how many of Hitchcock's movies that are on Blu-ray, DVD, 4K feature snippets of this as part of the bonus features, I thought this was going to be a bit longer. I personally enjoyed this movie. I don't know what else to say beyond that. Right. We've got the British International Films Collection. This features 5 of the Hitchcock 9. For those that don't know, there's 9 silent films that Hitchcock did before he became known as the master of suspense. Some of the movies in this, not suspenseful. But it is a nice little piece of Hitchcock history. And I managed to get it with a slip. And to anyone looking to get this, I highly recommend checking when there's a Kino Lorber sale, because this thing is not cheap. I managed to get it for $24. This thing normally runs $29 to $30 some odd dollars, but keep in mind you do get quite a few movies, and it is from a legend. The Hitchcock box set. Little known fact, this is the first Hitchcock thing I ever bought. It is 15 movies of his. You got Psycho, The Birds, Vertigo, Rear Window, North by Northwest, The Man Who Knew Too Much, the remake, Marnie, Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, Rope, The Trouble with Harry, Torn Curtain, Topaz, Frenzy, and Family Plot. And you've also got a couple of episodes of Hitchcock Presents. I managed to get this for $35. It was mispriced. I was like, I'm getting it. Simple as that. This thing does not normally run for $35, and I managed to get it for $35. Next, I am going to show off my Criterions. This is one of the things I was definitely going for during the Criterion sales in 2021, was to finish picking up the Hitchcock Criterions. Unfortunately, it took an Amazon sale for me to do that, but I did finally get them. We've got The Lodger. And for anyone that's wondering about the Hitchcock 9, this does feature one of those movies that's not in that Kino Lorber set, titled Downhill. Definitely a good movie. The original Man Who Knew Too Much. I'm thinking about possibly one day doing a video where I talk about this version and the remake. So comment down below if that's something that everyone would like to see. "39 Steps." I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched this one yet. If you've seen my movie collection, if you've watched the what I watched in November and January, then you know why I haven't watched this one yet. "Lady Vanishes." I have seen this one. It has been a while. I do need to rewatch it, but I do remember enjoying this movie. "Rebecca," the criterion that I needed to complete my Hitchcock Criterion collection. I've never watched this one. I'm just going to be honest. Hadn't seen it yet. Going to be watching it soon, though. "Foreign Correspondent." I forget how I watched this one, but this was actually the first Hitchcock film I ever watched. And the fact that I only recently got it is kind of upsetting to me. I should have owned this one a lot sooner than I did. And last but not least, on the Criterions, we've got Notorious. I have heard rumors that Spellbound will be getting released through Criterion. I don't know when, there's been no confirmation, but Notorious and Rebecca have been released, and Spellbound's kind of part of that. So, that one. I do have one more Kino Lorber, and that is Lifeboat. This one's also a really good movie. I know it doesn't really get the same amount of attention as like Psycho or The Birds or Vertigo, but this one's definitely worth checking out if you have not checked it out. To Catch a Thief. Great movie. I might have to buy a different transfer because I have heard that the Paramount Presents transfer sucks, but I didn't have it in the collection. And to anyone who missed, that's part of the Paramount Presents, and it's got a clear case. And now we are at the Steelbooks. So recently, Universal put out the Alfred Hitchcock 4K collection that features 4 Hitchcock classics on 4K. Well, here's the thing. By the time that came out, Psycho had already been released. Yes, I'm aware there is another Steelbook. I'm going to let everyone know now. I do not own that Steelbook because I own this. I own the Psycho collection. 2's pretty good. 3 and 4 suck. And I already showed off the Hitchcock collection, which features Psycho. There's the front of it, and there is the back for people that picked up the other Psycho Steelbook. This used to be an unpopular opinion. As I have found out, more and more people actually agree with my opinion on this. If you don't, just an opinion. I think this is Hitchcock's best movie, The Birds. It was great. Yes, there are some parts where it's very obvious that the birds are not actually real when the movie was being shot, but guess what? It was still a good movie. It had you on your feet. And there is the back. That's the only thing I hate about not having the other Psycho Steelbook is that all 4 of the re-released Steelbooks have the Hitchcock silhouette. If you know, you know. Rear Window. Again, very good movie. Love the artwork on this one. We even got some artwork inside. And then there is the back. Once again with the Hitchcock silhouette. And once again, another movie from Hitchcock that I actually like more than Psycho. For the record, Psycho is a great movie. Another movie that has influenced a lot of stuff. However, again, my personal opinion, I do think The Birds is better, and I also think Vertigo is better. I love this movie. I was surprised. Keep in mind, I obviously was not alive when Hitchcock made this. In fact, I don't even think my parents were alive when Vertigo came out. I could be wrong with that one. I will double check. But I watched this I forget when the first time was I watched it. It's amazing. I was surprised to find out what the initial response was to this movie. And of course, the Hitchcock silhouette on the back. And yeah, I was right. This one also has a... And I have no idea why the Blu-ray is in front of the 4K on this one. But yes, that is my Hitchcock collection. We've got the 15 movie box set. We've got another collection that features 5 of the infamous Hitchcock 9. 7 Criterions. 4 Steelbooks. A Kino Lorber, a Paramount Presents. Honestly, as far as some of the boutique labels go, I think Hitchcock is the one that covers more of the boutique labels compared to some of the other directors and actors I own movies from. But the more important question is, what do you own from the master of suspense? And to anyone that has never checked out a Hitchcock movie, let me give you a couple recommendations. To Catch a Thief, Psycho, The Birds, North by Northwest. Watch those 4. In my opinion, those are definitely 4 movies that are not just great Hitchcock movies, they are classic movies. But that's going to do it for this one. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You like what you see, leave a thumbs up. Comment down below, do you own any Hitchcock movies? What is your favorite Hitchcock movie? But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching and tune in next time.